All right, y'all, let me focus. Hold on. Hold on. If y'all can't tell, we ain't gonna just speak on it because we're not gonna give that word or this disposition any more energy than what is already taking from me. But yeah, y'all, let's hear it for the consistency because y'all, I'm 9 away from 700 subs. Okay, and I don't know if y'all know, getting subs when you not coming from a couple channel, when you look just building from the ground up, that shit is hard. Okay, but we're making progress, and I've noticed that, and I'm gonna continue. So let me get this fucking tissue on my nose because we're gonna do like a continuation story time. Okay. Hey, best friends. So it's your girl K, aka Goo Wop, back with another video. So stop playing so much. All right, y'all. So yesterday, we already know, I talked about my first unsuccessful body. Like, I had the whole idea of fucking old dude. I tried to fuck old dude, but old dude didn't pop my cherry all the way. So yeah, I guess I had a redo. I guess that's what you could probably call it. I don't like this angle, y'all. Hold on, bear with me. Let me see if I can fix myself. So I guess you could say I had a redo. So let's talk about it, shall we? All right, so I said that, y'all already, look, the story right here. If you don't know what I'm talking about, literally, I just recorded it yesterday. X out is, come back, because it's literally afterwards. All right, cool. So this is crazy. Now that I think about it, like, you would think when a bitch do a redo that she would, like, it would just be a better experience. But pain is pain, bitch. Like, I don't even know what even... That's how I know that when you like somebody or got a crush on somebody, baby, you would do some dumb ass shit, honey. Because I told y'all, like, Mr. Peter Weedle, that shit hurt, for me to fuck around. Mind you, it was 2 years after the fact. Well, a year and a half, because I graduated when I was 17. And I have I guess like a summer, I do have a summer birthday. So I graduated in May of 2012. And then I had sex with old dude, I think in June or July. And I turned 18 that August. So yeah, about a year and a half later, I fucked around and tried again. So like I said, last time, if y'all look, y'all watch the story, okay, and exit out, come back, whatever. So, because we just gonna talk about the situation. Child. First, let me say this. Like, I don't have the best pain tolerance, but I can take pain for something that I want. And I really believe that I just had this thing in my head, y'all. Like, I want to wait until, like, sexual assault awareness or whatever. Because maybe, like, when I bring y'all in on that situation, like, y'all will maybe be able to understand me more, I guess. Because, like I said, when I snuck old dude in my house my sophomore year trying to have sex by choice for the first time, it was like a few months after something had happened to me, not by choice. And between that and not having like a healthy relationship at home for real, and then some more stuff that happened within my household with a parental, with both parentals actually. Like, it's wild to even think about, but we're gonna discuss that later. I don't know what my mental was, because I was very much so. I don't even mean to be all deep and dark. I really don't. I'm just telling you like what was going on so y'all could potentially understand my mental state, right? So I'm trying to think about like where I was mentally. Like mentally, I wasn't okay. Like school was definitely served as a distraction. I think that's why, first of all, I'm smart as fuck. But I think that that's also why I excelled so much in school, is because I was using it as a distraction. Like I never wanted to go home. Um, yeah. Oh, y'all, I should talk about the time I ran away. That should be another story time. Um, yeah. So, I don't know where I was mentally when I snuck OD. I just felt as though that everything in my life was so out of control. Like the abuse I was suffering at the hands of my birth giver, the the perverse activities I was subjected to from my birth giver's husband. Like it was, everything was so out of control. And now that I think about it, like it wasn't peer pressure. I just felt as though that since I was a child, because we're gonna talk, y'all, we're gonna talk. This is like my form of therapy to speak on shit, because I don't think the traditional stance of therapy works for me per se. I'm not about to sit here, like I would rather tell my business. It's kind of crazy. This is my form of therapy, because I would rather tell my business and then get random DMs from people and be like, oh my goodness, you talked about it. Because it's happened before, you know. I've talked, like, for example, my most viral TikTok was when I was talking about how my mental state was a little different. Like I was going through a break or whatever, and I kept getting DMs and so much support from other women and saying, oh, I'm so happy you talked about this. So that's why I really do this for real. Not only does it help me to talk about it, but I like to be like a voice, like a mouthpiece, because everybody else is not gonna sit here and talk. But like, I don't give a fuck, bitch. Like, ain't nobody gonna make me feel dirty, bad, or guilty about the shit that I've been through, because it's kind of sick. But people do use a person's trauma against them sometimes. I am not been held captive by that shit no more. So to piggyback off of yesterday's story time, I just wanted a sense of control over my own body for once, because my sexual abuse started when I was 3. Oh, and then it just continued, and it was always from the hands of people that was supposed to be family to me. You know, it was kind of fucked up. It's kind of fucked up. And y'all, when I talk about this stuff, like I may have like I may laugh, or I may have like a type of weird tone about it, because I have to make light of my trauma a little bit. Like it's kind of like dark humor, you know? I'm not saying that this shit is funny, because it's not. I'm not saying that any of this shit is okay, because it's not. However, I have to make light of the situation a little bit, because if I don't, y'all, I feel as though that I will lose my fucking mind. Like, it's one thing to be strong about something, you know, but everybody has their dark days. And I'm just happy I made it through, because a lot of people fucking don't, you know? So that's another reason why I speak on this, because when I tell things that I have been through, I want people to be able to come and go to my TikTok or come to my YouTube or DM me on Instagram, because all my shit is fucking public, and be like, bitch, I was about to lose my shit, but I watched your story time and I was just like, I'm not fucking alone. Okay. All right. I can get through this too. Yeah, bitch, talk to me, ho. Talk to me. Because coming from somebody that, like I said previously, I talk about my life on my Instagram story a lot, you know? Because I kind of see this shit as like a little movie in a sense, you know? Because when I speak about things that I've been through, it don't even sound real to me. Like, it almost sounds like, what the fuck, you know? But it happened. I got through it. I'm here, you know? So that's a little, you know, I like to give disclaimers, because even though it's my story, my trauma, I still like to be considerate of my delivery, because the last thing I want to do is trigger anybody in a negative way. well, trigger is a word with a negative connotation. I just don't want to trigger nobody, period. All right, so let's get into the story. Deep shit done with. All right, y'all. If I sniffle, I am my fur baby son gave me a code. This was the first day, like, you know, even with all my schooling, baby, I never knew that you could get a code from an animal. But code is bacteria. Bacteria is transferable. So here I am. You know, he's getting over his code, but now I'm fucking a little sniffing a little bit. But we're gonna get better. Anyway, so back to the story, y'all. So snuck old dude the house when I was like a sophomore and, you know, all that other stuff. Let me tell you what this nigga did, y'all. So let me tell, like, so I had detailed previously how, you know, I wasn't allowed to shave until I was like, damn near until I graduated, you know. And I came on my cycle for the first time when I was 12. So of course there's gonna be some hair there. However, you know, I'm a very clean girl. I am now, was then, forever will be. So I always smell good, but it's just a matter of me having pubic hair or whatever. So I had told y'all previously how, you know, he couldn't get in past the ass. So he had me lay on my back and I put my legs back. He told me, oh, I'm so flexible and all of this stuff. But, you know, like, I had like a little powder puff down there. Like, you know, a little head. Do you not know this nigga went, mind you, thinking that he didn't pop the cherry and everything. He went and was telling people, y'all, this nigga went and said, that I had I can't even say it because I'm going to scream. This nigga went and said that I had a wolf pussy. He said I had a wolf pussy, bro, because I had hair on my cooter cap. So not only did you think you took my virginity, you went to school the next day and said that I had a hairy pussy, but you called it a wolf pussy. Y'all. Y'all, shit is crazy. That's why, like, whatever, you know. A wolf pussy, that's wild. Anyway, so not only did I feel bad, like, because I basically, you know, even though he ain't pop shit, I was still, you know, it hurt my feelings, you know. It hurt my feelings. It did hurt my feelings. So it's just, I wish like I had the older version of me when I was younger, because I needed something. I needed someone. I did. I did, because my little feelings was devastated after that, baby. But anyway, long story short, fast forward to after I graduated high school, I ended up having a crush on, he had played for the football team or whatever. I don't know if he was the captain or whatever, but he was a prominent player on our football team. Mind you, our football team was ass, but he was cute, so whatever. So yeah, long story short, me and him ended up talking a little bit. And I don't even know why I liked him, for real, because this nigga used to bully me in school. Like, I told y'all my mental was off. I don't know. But then again, I don't know. I was just like, if a boy make fun of you, he like you, you know, that's the type of shit we're here. So I don't fucking know. I don't know why. You know, kids make dumbass mistakes. And anyway, because no, for real though, like, I really could have went without fucking him. I really could have. But anyway, so me and him ended up talking or whatever. This is when my birth giver would be working late. I had lived over in Landover, over there in Columbia Park Apartments at the time. And I said this is right after I graduated. Mind you, he graduated the year before me. So I don't even know how we got in contact for real. I don't know if it was Facebook. I don't know what it was. But he was real fine to me. Real handsome, real fine. At the time. He's still not ugly now. You know? But yeah. Yeah, he was really my cup of tea back then, like for real. Like dark skin, pretty teeth, just handsome. He just real handsome. Um so I was living over there in Columbia Park Apartments. I don't know where my birth giver was. I don't know. I think I knew her schedule, so I was able to sneak him in the house. Like it was so funny to where I even had this nigga take his shoes off at the door and walk around the carpet a certain way so it was within the footprint, so she did not know it was somebody in the house. Like I was so strategic with this shit. It was crazy, and I knew that, like, I don't know how the nigga got there. I don't know if he drove, took the bus. I don't fucking know. But it was a bus stop right alongside the apartments. I don't know how he got there. But long story short, we in the room. He's sitting on the bed, and he was another person that was actually like, you know, very considerate in a way. You know, he was just like, oh, you know, we don't, you know, sex is not something you rush into. Da, da, da. It's like the second person. I don't know if it was a sign that I was supposed to like, a lesson I was supposed to hear, learn something. But either way, I wasn't hearing it. I wasn't hearing it. Like the first link with the other dude was unsuccessful, and I was embarrassed after the fact. And he was making fun of me. Like it was weird. It was very weird. It was very fucking weird. And then here come this nigga. Like he used to make fun of me in high school too. But somehow now you're in my house. Mental was off. Self-esteem was non-existent. Always been a beautiful girl, but baby, I wish my self-esteem was something else. I really do. But you know, you live and you learn. You live and you fucking learn. So he also was just like, you know, sex is not something you rush into. Do you really want to do this? And I had, mind you, and like even though I was technically still a virgin because my hymen was not completely torn, you know, I told him that I wasn't a virgin, that I've had sex before. Like I kind of had to let him know or kind of convince him that I had experience, because he really did not want to be the first person I was with. But I alluded to the fact that I was more sexually experienced than I actually was. I ain't have no fucking experience for real. You know, aside from what I was exposed to as a child, I ain't have no fucking experience. But I was able to convince him that I did. So for sure, he comes over. We on the bed. And he just gets straight to it. I got straight fucking to it. Because, you know, this should be normal to me, right? Because I've had sex before, right? You know? Oh, child, Cortisha, baby. So I was nervous as shit. And I remember I had went to like the beach or something with my aunt at the time. And I had like, you know, I guess I have a tan right now, but I'm a lighter complexion. So, but I tan real easily. So let me be in the sun for like 10 minutes. I'm gonna have extreme tan lines. It's crazy. So I remember I remember exactly what the fuck I had on. I had on these black stretch pants. I had on grandma drawers. Well, you know, the full butt drawers. And I had on this navy blue and red pinstripe crop top. I don't remember what the fuck he had on, but that's what I had on. Like I said, we was on a time schedule, and you know, niggas gonna be niggas. And you know, I was being fast or whatever. So he just went ahead and pulled my pants down, and he was already like, you know, ready to go. Put my pants down, bent me over. I'm just like, oh, now in my head again, I'm just like, but mind you, I'm supposed to be acting like I know what's going on, because I told this nigga that I'm not a virgin, you know? So he pulled my pants down, he bent me over, I hear him putting the condom on or whatever, and then he just goes and just sit that shit in. When I tell you, I was like, I think my bed was too high, because me and him was basically the same height, so I think my bed was too high, he couldn't reach the wop wop doo da 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 and boop. So, we ended up getting on the floor so we could, you know, so I was still bent over, whatever. He just straight put that shit in. It felt like my undercarriage was on fire. Y'all, that shit hurt so fucking bad. And I think it was gonna hurt regardless. I don't even think it had to do anything with him just putting his dick in. Y'all, what the fuck? Like, and I knew right when that shit happened, I was like, oh, like it was the basketball, loving basketball moan times 30. And he just kept going. Mind you, I've had sex before, right? So I understand like why he's fucking me the way he's fucking me, because I'm supposed to not know what the fuck, I'm supposed to know what the fuck I'm doing. But I'm just sitting there like just taking the shit. And in my head, I'm just like, okay. Mind you, like I had checked out a little bit. I'm just like, okay, he just, doing his thing or whatever. And it feels good, but it hurts like real bad. So like in my head, I'm just like, yeah, well shit, my shit popped now. That's all I can think about. It's just like, yeah, my like it's gone. That bitch is torn all the way. He's in me. Like that's all I kept saying, is that he's in me. That's all I kept thinking in my head. And it went on for about another 4 minutes, 3 maybe. Like I said, we was fucking kids. I was 17. What was he? 19, 18, 19, something like that. And then let me tell y'all about this motherfucker. So, mind you, about 2 minutes, 45 seconds later, he was done. But you know how niggas be weird? I remember, I don't know what type of phone I had, but I remember the type of phone he had. This nigga had like a Verizon Android phone at the time. I was still bent over, but I have terrific peripheral vision. Okay, so I still seen him out there. Mind you, I'm still bent over, right? But I can look around this big old thing behind me. So I'm going to go sit up, but I see up to my eye, this nigga had took a picture of me bent over, like ass, pussy, everything, and he put it in like I guess a ass album he had in his phone. I don't know what it is with niggas and wanting trophies or whatever, but I still act like I didn't see it, or I don't even think to this day, because mind you, we've had a conversation like 2 weeks ago via text. Like, if he watches this video, this would be the first time that he knows that I know that he took a picture of my whole shit bent over and put in his album. This probably be the first time he ever knows that I know. But anyway, after that, he went about his business. And yeah, life just continued, y'all. He came over a couple more times after that. I think we had sex one more time, because it was another time he came over and I told him that I wasn't having sex with him. But I guess this is when he discovered that he liked eating coochie. So I think he ate me out for like 20 seconds. Because I think at this time, like, I wasn't, because mind you, we were cool or whatever. It wasn't like, I think that after me and him had sex, my crush for him just went away. Like, my interest in him just went away, because like for a little bit I felt bad, not because of me having sex with him, but I felt bad because I felt as though at the time, no, that is what it is. I was kind of using him to just get something over with, So I think in my mind I was like, oh, I like him. Oh, I like him. Oh, I like him. So that I could self-justify that I was letting this person in my body, because I just craved control over my own sexuality that bad that I just wanted to get over with. Like, I couldn't fathom like going into adulthood, like not being like, this is my body and I wanted to do this. I could not fathom, I couldn't. I'm like, no, I have to do this. Because since I was a fucking child, everybody else had a say so. Everybody else had a say so about what they were going to do to Cortisha. Everybody else had a say so. And I was not going to go into my adulthood without having control of my own sexuality. I wasn't. I wasn't. But yeah, y'all, anyway. So yeah. Sorry for the emotional little, whatever. Because tears are gonna come, but they do dry. And we just keep trucking, basically. So yeah. That was I'll be trying my best, y'all, not to be so deep. But my life is a telenovela. It is. I've been through a lot of crazy ass fucking shit. And just like a whole bunch of other people in the world. And I'm going to speak on it. I have to. Because I am now writing my own fucking story. Nobody else is going to predetermine my ending. Nobody is going to write my next chapter for me. This is my life. This is mine. And I can come forward and talk about certain events in my life if I want to. Because I'm not underneath that spell of what happens. Let me tell you the most toxic phrase in Black, family history. What happens in this house stays in this house. Y'all, fuck that phrase. Fuck that phrase. Speak. Talk. Get help if you need it. Okay? Don't let shit stop you. Because at the end of the day, the people that's telling you that are people that's going to have some type of guilt about a situation that you were in because they could have stopped the shit. Fuck them. Make yourself your own first priority. We're going to make mistakes. Of course, it's growing pains. But to keep making the same mistakes over and over and over again because you refuse to get help is just redundancy. And redundancy does not promote progression, especially if it's negative, especially if it's counterproductive. So fuck that phrase. Fuck the people that kept telling you that. Talk if you need to. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't care if you think I talk too much. Okay, my mental health is stupendous compared to what it used to be. Oh, y'all, I got sneeze. But yeah, I'm starting to sneeze and all this shit now. So this is the perfect time to end this story, y'all. But this is the first time that I fucked around and found out. Pain. But yeah, y'all, I got another story time for y'all tomorrow. If I stop sneezing up, I may record it tonight. I probably won't. I'll probably say that shit for tomorrow. But yeah, y'all, it's your girl Kay. And I am out. See ya.